So all of a sudden, the people that already know it's a live program, and now if you got to tell me, that means to say that, maybe you don't want me. Maybe you trying to tell me something. And then they whisper to each person, the leading person on each one of the tables. So, you trying to tell these people, oh, be careful, Anselm is recording. And the thing about it is that it's like if I went there to catch someone, I'm gonna sneak up on you, man. I'm gonna take this program. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna tell everybody, this is what this person said. This is what that person said. When we recorded the program in the Board of Education, people in the library, people were saying what they wanted to say. People were voicing their opinion. I put the program out there. I didn't tell anybody that, well, we recorded that program, and I heard so-and-so said something. See, that's part of the problem. We make things a problem.
Well, and so, I'm sorry. You have to also understand that the media or the press or whatever is always going to have a problem. You understand that, don't you?
I understand that.
Okay. But it becomes personal because we live in a small town. I mean, look at the number of Supreme Court cases just around the press. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that beautiful, beautiful situation where Geraldo was in Baltimore. I can't stop looking at that, right? And, he's there and this guy just goes. Did you ever see this? It's just the most amazing thing. The interview is better on Media Matters. So if you do Geraldo Rivera in Baltimore and then go to the Media Matters site,
mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just fascinating. So here he is trying to get a story, and then he comes up against a kid. I guess everybody's a kid if they're under 30 to me. A young guy
mm-hmm.
who just lays it out on him. I mean, and you should see him scamper away from the guy, and the guy does not stop coming after him. The media is going to always have a problem
mm-hmm.
because you're broadcasting something.
Mm-hmm.
This is part of, you get a press pass. It's one of the most. And in my mind, outside of teaching, working in the media is one of the most controversial, but empowering things that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
So to broadcast something could be either a threat or an asset.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say when they have their international festival, and you're outside saying, "Here we are at the, Community Coalition's International Festival for blah, blah, blah."
Mm-hmm.
How is it a beautiful day? We hope more people come out. They'd have no problem with that. Because when, you were out there last year, did anybody stop you and ask you about anything?
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody say anything? So now, not to say that what was done last night was not in their favor, but it is true that people do get uncomfortable when a microphone. I mean, I can speak in this mic and not see anybody, but if I'm standing up in front of adults, not kids, but adults for the most part, speaking, I'm more aware of myself, which I realize I really don't have to be, but.
So they just want things
people
to be,
want. I mean, it's not like what you were offering was bad press.
That's the thing about it.
It's not bad press.
That's the thing about it.
Yeah, I know. But of course, they do want some control. And I, in all honesty, I understand that people might be skittish when a microphone is in their face when you're trying to get them to discuss something sensitive. But it couldn't have got very sensitive considering the types of questions that were before us to ask. And, only the brown people at the table, or black people, or whatever, I'm sorry, my nose is itchy, could actually answer the questions about being, having microaggressions.
But Margie, the point is this. I am not anti-community coalition. I'm not. I mean, I have said publicly that the community coalition has lost its way. I've said that publicly years ago.
I don't think that. See, I don't think that they've lost. And I've always said to you, they're doing whatever it is that was their original mission. It's not an anti-racist organization. You know, if you want something or somebody's going to fight against racism or fight for more black kids.
So we need an organization in this community to fight.
Yeah, and we've had this discussion
racism.
many times. You say, well, why don't they do this and that? That is not their mission. They're soft, warm, and fuzzy and light. It's not a revolutionary
organization. So they're tiptoeing around the mulberry bush.
Well, I don't know. They're tiptoeing around tulips or a mulberry, whatever it is. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're bringing people together, and luckily they're learning how to harness some energy of youth.
How are they doing that?
Well, that young woman who was there who spoke.
Justice.
Yes.
I wanted to have a program on
well, I don't want to talk about her on air, so I'm going to leave that alone. But they do know how to, they're learning how to do that. You see? But if you want something different, that's something
of substance.
Something that has some militancy to it, something that...
It's going to create real change.
Yeah, well... They have created what they have created.
It's not real change.
No, listen. See, I mean, we've had this discussion. They have created what they've created, and they've done what they have done successfully for what it is they're asking. Huh?
Correct.
Wait.
Correct.
So, yes,
correct.
okay.
Correct.
So if I want an organization that's going to provide cupcakes for everyone, and then you want me to go fight against, leveling or something. No, my job is to put cupcakes for everyone.
Fair enough. So their job is just basically for the smooth
there's a schmoozing element to it, definitely.
And
can
we all get along?
The political power, many, but not all the political power brokers in the community are in the room, but not all of them, but they've made themselves known in the community. When people point at the community or think about something, they'll say, well, I know so-and-so who's on the community coalition. I mean, I've heard this many times. Got candidates in there. I mean, it's like the stamp.
Yeah, they asked me to come sit on that community coalition again. This year or last, I told them no.
They have the candidates in there. They got the, political officials in there. They've got everyone in there.
So you want to take a listen to this? I've never heard it.
Let me see if you got the right one.
Yeah, I think
now you've got the Media Matters one, right?
Yeah, this is the Media Matters one.
All right, yeah. Let me just look at the picture.
It's in Media Matters.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is great. Watch this.
Yeah, I've been watching. Listen,
and I think I've put it on.
Let's listen
our page
to this
before too.
From Geraldo Rivera in Baltimore when this young man confronted Geraldo. Let's take a listen.
Intellectually, having don't walk away once we start talking. That's the problem. Because you want to report that we're thugs and we're breaking you. You got these two big black dudes protecting you from all these black folks. We're the ones that need protection. Report for us. You're working for Fox News. Adam Jackson just went on Sean Hannity. Why are you running away? I'm not running.
He's running. He got Geraldo on the run, y'all. He got Geraldo on the run.
Talk to me. Just talk to me. Just talk to me.
Hey, Geraldo, you want to
conversation. Yeah, because you're not right. We are angry. But listen, a black man can raise his voice. A black man can raise his voice, and you don't have to be intimidated. Because I want you and Fox News to get out of Baltimore City. Because you're not here reporting about the boarded up homes and the homeless people under MLK. You're not reporting about the poverty levels up and down North Avenue. 2 years ago, when the 300-man march, we marched from the top of Hilton to from Hilton in North to Milton in North, you weren't here. But you're here for the black riots that happened. You're not here. You're not here for the death of Freddie Gray. You're here for the story. No, I want to talk to you without the cameras. Hey, I'm Dick. I This is not for YouTube. This is serious. I want the cameras off. I want the cameras off. I want the white media out of Baltimore City until y'all are here to report the real story. You're not reporting the real story. Fox News is damn sure not here. Fox News don't give a damn about black people. He can't tell me move off of my street. I'll pay the tax out of this. I'm not moving.
And you getting gas too. They gas, none of guys.
I'm black and this is black water. Where the National Guard is protecting the billions of dollars that is down there. That's what they developed. That's what Baltimore looks like. This is real Baltimore. This is what people have to wake up and wonder where they're going to go to get a meal. This is where kids...
People living in detrimental situations and shit.
After the peaceful protest with the dirt bikes, the only thing that ever brought East Baltimore and West Baltimore together, they sat and took the dirt bikes. Because you don't have anything. What are you going to say? What can you say that's going to benefit you? What can you say?
Right, he's smiling, right?
Yeah.
He's smiling,
He's
right?
smiling. We're not crazy. This ass
There you go.
Now you see, see how I mean. So here's Geraldo Rivera,
Coming to report the distorted story.
Just guess, and
by
then when
put
he
him in
gets
his
the
place.
story,
You don't
gets
want
the
to.
story. He doesn't want
You
that
don't want
story.
We don't want that story.
Uh-huh.
That's not the story.
But that brother, I am so impressed with this guy. I'm so impressed with this kid.
And Marjorie, the community coalition race, right, is no different. They only want to report certain things. That's all they want to report. And I'm not anti-community coalition. I'm not going there to report and say, I got you. I'm not. The program, I put up the program, I could care less. I don't want people to go and listen to the program and say, oh, Mary Jane said this or Mary Jane said that. Oh, no, I have no interest in that. Zero. But you know what? They put some thoughts in my mind. They now have me thinking about, okay, maybe I could do something. Maybe because of the way they treat me, maybe they know. It's like with the microaggression. Maybe now, I'm starting to think now. I was like, wow, So they are now making me think more than I was even there for. I wasn't there to cause no problems. I wasn't there to create no friction. I wasn't there for. When we go to these things, it's not to sneak up and say, oh, okay, I got you. I got you on tape now. Now I'm going to use this against you. All the other things that we have done publicly, it's an archives undone. No, who knows? Maybe one day the FCC or the FBI or the CIA might petition or might what they say might when they send a oh God, what do they call it?
I don't know. The FCC might do it.
No, when the police they can come and ask you to look at certain things. A warrant,
okay.
A warrant, a subpoena, right? They can subpoena your information and say, well, listen, we want to listen to that information because we think there's information on there that we could use for something. Maybe, then I'm going to have to give it to them. But other than that, I'm not doing this for any nefarious reasons.
No. Again, I just want to repeat this one more time. It's that microphones do make some people nervous. I mean, you saw Geraldo, a media person, was nervous about getting a story. And there are others who are nervous, and some people just can't speak in front of others or around others or don't want their voices heard. How many times do you say, hi, this is South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and somebody, declines because they don't want to be recorded? And so, I mean, I think that's what that was about. I think they didn't have any problem with when people spoke out because it was on their, their own.